शिवा 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 Shiva. 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 Relax. Om Namo Pranavaर्थाय Shuddha Jnanakamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurti. Human consciousness is like a seed. A seed has the possibility of a tree, of the leaves, of the branches, of the fruits, of the flowers, of multiplication. So also is human mind. A seed needs a proper ground, proper conditions, sunlight, water, proper soil for it to sprout and blossom in its possibility. Isn't it? Same is the case with the human consciousness, human mind. Either the seed can be dormant for years together, keeping its possibility within itself, or start blossoming, start sprouting. The sprouting of the seed of human consciousness is viveka, discrimination, wisdom. Freedom comes with viveka or discrimination. All other species in this creation are governed by nature totally. They don't need discrimination, nor do they have freedom. So they never break the laws of nature. Human consciousness, human mind has this possibility of freedom, has been given freedom, so it is also given discrimination. It's through this viveka, wisdom, discrimination, that a human mind, human consciousness can be governed to progress or to remain where it is. You will not find any animal overeating. Generally, if they are sick or if they are perverted, they may do anything. But normally animals, they just eat or they mate in time. They eat in time. They rest in time. They have no choice. But human beings have this freedom to eat whenever they want, do whatever they want. This freedom is given along with the discrimination, along with the wisdom. along with the consequences of action, knowledge of consequences of action, so that a human can choose and live life with wisdom. Are you getting what I'm saying? Speciality of human life, it's governed by vivek, wisdom, discrimination. And how this should come up, how this had to be enhanced, how to make the seed sprout, how to make the sapling. Once the sapling has come, then you keep watering it again and again, now and then it grows. A seed has the possibility, but if it is not watered, then the possibility remains a possibility and doesn't manifest. Here Patanjali steps in and says, Yoganganushtana. By practicing the limbs of yoga, by observing the limbs of yoga, through yoga, ashuddhi kshaya, the impurities gets eliminated, aviveka khyati, the viveka, the wisdom, shines forth. The husk is gone, the sprout moves through its membrane and comes up. Now, what are the limbs of yoga? It says 8 limbs of yoga are there. What are they? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyana, Dharana, Samadhi. Now he goes into the details of each and what is the result that you can expect from each one of these. Yoga has 8 limbs. Like a chair has got 4 legs, yoga has got 8 legs, say 8 limbs. Each one is connected with the whole. So you just pull one, everything else will come. If you pull one leg of the chair, the whole chair comes. See, when a body is developed, the whole body develops together. All the limbs develop together, isn't it? Not that nose develops first and then ear comes. Simultaneously, all the aspects, all the limbs of the body develop. That's why Patanjali said these are all limbs of yoga. But unfortunately, people think these are all stages, one after another we have to achieve. This is where a wrong understanding or misconception has crept in yoga. The 8 limbs of yoga. Yama is the first limb. What are yamas? Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. These are 5 yamas. ahimsa, non-violence, satya, truth, asteya, non-stealing, brahmacharya, moving in Brahman, moving in the bigness, aparigraha, non-accumulation, these are 5 yamas. Jati desha kala samaya navachinna sarvabhauma mahavratam. These are the greatest oaths because it is applicable at all time, in all places, for all people, throughout, without an exception. There are certain laws which can apply just to certain people, certain places, at certain time, which is not universal. But these are universal. These 5 principles. An animal does not go into violence for no reason. Animals hunt, even the wild animals, they hunt only when they are hungry and when they want to eat. They don't just go and hunt or bite anybody out of pleasure. But human beings do. They go for hunting for no reason. A python eats 1 rat a month, and that's it. It sleeps for the rest of the month. Just 1 rat a month is good enough for it. Though it's scary and dangerous. If it swallows a goat or eats something bigger, it can stay for several months doing nothing. And it will not harm or kill any other animal. But human beings, in the name of God, in the name of love, they kill each other. Mindless violence is prevalent in the world. In the name of country, in the name of religion, in the name of what not? Race. This is absolute nonsense. This is total lack of viveka, total lack of wisdom. A violent man cannot hear to anybody. His ears are gone, they are sealed off. And violence, why violence comes? How does it come? Due to frustrations. Mind gets frustrated, and the frustration builds up. Big question mark comes up. And that very question turns into violence. Why? And it catches on to the surrounding. A crowd commits a violence. Individually, a person may not be able to do that same violent act. But when a man is in a crowd, he joins hands. Viveka can dawn when person takes this vow of non-violence. I will not kill any animal, any life on this planet, consciously, unconsciously. I mean, without your knowledge, already you are destroying many creatures. You walk and many ants are dying underneath your feet. You're not doing, you're not killing them. It is happening. But an intention to destroy something, the intention to be violent, can cut your very basis, your own root. Dropping the intention for violence is ahimsa. And then satya is to be with what is right now. To be with something that is non-changing. To know that something deep in you is non-changing. Satya does not mean just speaking truth. Do you see what I'm saying? Satya is total commitment for truth. It's not just the words. Unfortunately, people mistake Satya to be just speaking words. Just speaking things. They're blunt. Being blunt, many people consider as truthful. Do you see what I'm saying? What is the effect of ahimsa? It says ahimsa pratishtayam tatsanido vairagyaga. If you are established in non-violence, in your very presence, violence will be dropped by other creatures. Someone comes to attack you, and as soon as they come near you, because your vibration is totally non-violent, they drop down. They stop being violent. A contemporary of Buddha, maybe you have not heard his name very much in the West. His name is Mahavira. Contemporary of Buddha. He is the promoter of Jain religion. It's another religion, Jainism. His emphasis is more on ahimsa. And he said, wherever he would walk, to 20 kilometers around, that people would all drop their violence. And the stories go to that extent, says even the thorns would not prick anybody. The thorns would become soft and they all lie down. Ahimsa pratishtayam tat sannidho vairagyaga. Established in non-violence. In your presence, violence will be dropped by other creatures. Satya pratishtayam kriya phalashriyat. Established in truth, your actions will become fruitful. Any act you do, that will be fruitful. See, many people do their actions, but their actions does not bring about results. There is no truth consciousness inside. When there is truth consciousness inside, established in truth, then the fruit of action will follow the action immediately. Kriya Palashrita. Success in action comes. Getting what I'm saying? And truth is not just the words. Again, it's the quality of consciousness, of straightforward. Even if you are telling a lie and you are bold enough to say, I am telling a lie right now, then you are speaking truth. And when you tell a lie, see, your consciousness is not solid, it's not straightforward, it's all wishy-washy. There is no strength behind it, isn't it? Satya Pratishtayam Kriya Palashrit. A person who is committed to truth, who is committed to what is this presence of being, for him success comes easily, follows. Not that he will not encounter failures. He may encounter failure, but he will win at Satyameva Jayate is a slogan. Like we trust in God is what is written in American dollars. In India it says the truth alone trumps. This is the slogan. Truth will definitely win, though intermittently it may appear to be not winning. There is a story. The king of Delhi, the emperor of Delhi, India was is a collection of many small states, so there was an emperor. The emperor in Delhi had a wise minister called Birbal. He was like a clown too. Once the emperor himself was a clown. He used to make funny laws and rules. Once he ordered, said, in this country, anybody who says a lie will be hanged. This was the law. Say this law is going to be implemented. Because kings, they would make their own laws. It's all up to their fancies. There was no parliament, there was no congressman to sit and debate and pass a law. It was a monarch. So he made a rule from tomorrow, anybody who speaks a lie. He heard a big talk, lecture on truth, and he was all enthusiastic. Okay, I am going to make everybody speak truth. So as he announced this law, then in the marketplace there was big commotion. What was the commotion? All the lawyers gathered together. Said, what is this law? This is stupid law. It will just flatten our whole business. Our whole profession will be finished. This is an insult to the Supreme Court. If he makes this law, then where is the question of debate? All lawyers are out of jobs. They all met together, the Bar Association said, we have to do something. This cannot go on like this. In another corner, all the merchants gathered together. All the salesmen said, what is happening? Our king is selling our country. This is disastrous. How can we sell anything? We know our product is not the best, but we claim this is the best product. We buy things for 3 pennies and sell it for 13 pennies. And we say we are just making margin, no profit. We are actually giving you a free. Take it. All these gimmicks of business, they would all go flat. They said, this is outrageous, we cannot go on. Do something. And then all the astrologers gathered together. And they said, finished, we are finished. No more clients to us. And all the priests gathered. Same story. And the doctors gathered. They said, oh, we have to migrate to some other country. This law is too dangerous. The doctors promise their patients, don't worry, I'll cure this one. You will be fine tomorrow. I am here, you won't die. They insure their patients. They all approached this wise minister in the king's court. Birbal said, come on Birbal, you have to do something. What has happened to our king? He needs a psychiatric treatment. Says, anybody who speaks a lie will be hanged. Anyone who doesn't speak truth will be hanged. This is outrageous. Birbal said, okay, I'll do something. So next day, Birbal, this minister, entered king's bedroom. He was trying to enter. Then these two people, the guard stopped him. He said, where are you going? You're not going. He said, I'm going to get hanged. Now this is a lie. Because the minister, one of the top ministers of the cabinet, he is getting into king's court, into his room, and saying, I am going to get hanged. That's not the place where he will be hanged. So they said, oh, he spoke a lie. Now take him. Now he was brought in front of the king. If he is hanged really, then he didn't speak a lie. Whatever he said was truth. Then you punished an innocent man for none of his crime. This is a big crime. If you don't hang him, then the law becomes obsolete. Then what to do? Then all the pandits were called, all the ministers were called, and there was a big debate. Now what is truth? What to do? Should we hang him or not hang him? If you hang him also you will violate a law. If you don't hang him also you violate a law. King was in a fix. And everybody was in greater fix. And they asked Birbal, you yourself suggest, what do you do? Then Birbal said, see, truth is not what is spoken. Anything you speak becomes a lie. The moment you open your mouth, you are distorting what is. And what is truth. And to be with what is, to be truthful in one's life, one's presence, one's mind, one's heart, is following Satya. Not the words. Your intention, is it truthful? Your intention, is it straightforward? Your intention, is it clear? Or is there something else behind that? There's some other hooks you are keeping in. That indicates the truth. Second principle, truth. And the clarity in your intention, straightforwardness in your approach, the truth, is the second vrata, second yama. Third thing, asteya, non-stealing. You look at somebody, oh, how nice, if I had a voice like them. You have already stolen their voice. You look at someone looking beautiful, oh, how nice, if I were looking like that. You have stolen. Do you see what I'm saying? This creates jealousy. Why people steal? Mine, I want to possess it. Asteya eliminates jealousy, non-stealing. People steal many things. People steal someone else's poem, someone else's thing, someone else's techniques. These things doesn't work. People who steal, they remain poor. The effect of non-stealing is if you are committed to be sincere, non-stealing, sarva ratnopalabdhi, all the wealth comes to you effortlessly. All the wealth comes to you. A little intention to steal can keep you poor. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time poverty is self-made. As a person wants to be sneaky and try to grab as much as he can. That is where his luck goes down the drain. Non-stealing brings all the wealth. Brahmacharya pratishtayam virya labha. Brahmacharya, usually it's said as celibacy. Celibacy brings you strength, a lot of strength. But Brahmacharya has a deeper or bigger meaning than just celibacy. Brahma means the infinity. Charya means moving in the infinity. Knowing your vast nature, not thinking you are just the body, but you walk like you are a glow of light. You move in the world as though you are space. This is where celibacy naturally happens. See what I'm saying? When you are sitting in deep meditation, you don't feel that you are a body or lump of a heavy weight, 80 pounds or 90 to 100 pound body. You don't feel that you are 60 kilos sitting there solid. You feel so light, you feel as though you are like a feather. Doesn't it? When you walk, how do you feel? You don't feel the weight of your body. You feel you are more space. More joyful you are. You don't feel the body. The more you are in infinite consciousness, the least you are feeling the tension or the physical bodily weight or presence. That is brahmacharya. Our consciousness expanded to the infinite, moving in the infinity, in our true nature, the nature that is space, brings a lot of vigor and valor and strength in us. Person who is always small-minded, always looking at who is good looking, with whom I can have sex, you will see his energy is so low, so dull, and nobody goes near that sort of person. Person who is obsessed with sex is so unattractive, isn't it? And he creates such a thick, dull and thick vibration around him or her that there is no strength, there is no vigor, there is no commitment, nothing comes out of that. Have you noticed it? If you have not noticed, see in all the, what are these places? The places where such people gather, bars, and you can find them in here and there in one of the streets. Such thick, lust-loaded mind, and they have no strength at all. They just go anywhere, go behind anybody, without even knowing where they are going. There's a story about Mullah Nasruddin. Mullah Nasruddin was watching a dance in a movie screen. So that actress was dancing. And Mullah was watching the dance, waiting. And suddenly Mullah went flat on the floor. His wife asked, "What is this? What are you looking?" He said, "I want to see the dance of this lady more closely. I'm waiting when she will sit down." The mind goes in such a craze that there is no strength left behind. And it's limited, then all jealousy, anger, agitation, frustration, everything comes. And when this negative, storms of negativity has come in a mind, I tell you, that is the weakest and poorest mind. All the truth, all about existence, everything disappears. When your mind is obsessed with such a load of negativity about any person, you cannot even observe the beautiful nature you are in. Isn't it? Brahmacharya pratishtayam virya labha. Great strength comes when brahmacharya is established in you. That is when you are seeing yourself more than the body. You see yourself as consciousness, as Brahman. Aparigraha stairya janma katayanta sambhoda. When you do not accumulate, then you get the knowledge of previous births. Knowledge of different species. The communication in you improves. See what I'm saying? See, when a person thinks more for me, me, just me, then he's obsessed with fear. One does not know the eternal value of life. Eternal value of life. Life has been there from ages, will continue for ages to come. Non-accumulation simply means confidence in one's existence. Confidence in one's ability. Knowledge of oneself. See what I'm saying? You know how to make bread and you know you can earn your bread. Then you will not make bread for a week and store it out, for a whole year and store it in your room. You know, it will become stale. Things go stale. In China there is a proverb. What you give, you gain more. Whatever you scatter, you have it all. And what you have, hold on to, you lose that also. When you scatter, it all comes to you. Everything is yours. You are all over. Who is very stingy? Who is so afraid of himself? Who has no idea of his strength? A person who is very selfish, stingy, you call stingy, selfish. He stores and stores, accumulates. I think there are many stories about a very wealthy gentleman. He was dying, he was on his deathbed. But he was with the phone, looking into the share market, how much I'll make. He's going to die any moment, but he's concerned about what the share prices are, how much I am gaining, how much I lose. What is he going to do? It is inevitable, you have to leave everything here and go. If the money transfer was possible, people would transfer all their bank balance up there before going. Lawyers will be free from writing wills. What is that, will? They would transfer all their property up, take it with them. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's not possible. People accumulate, and then they die. This does not mean you shouldn't save money. But he says, what is the effect of it? Janma katayam sambandha. You know, when you give things to people, it brings back something to you. That is some good vibrations. And that makes you happy. If you are very unhappy, and that day you give away something, give some gifts to somebody who is needy, you will see your consciousness will change, shift. Have you experienced this? And sometimes you accept things from someone. When you accept certain gifts or certain things, you feel unpleasant and happy. In ancient day, they knew these signs very well. So if someone accepts a gift, then the giver should be thankful. The giver is always thankful. Oh, I'm so thankful to you because you accepted what I gave. So that is called dakshina. They used to call people, wise people, to their homes or to their places, dwelling, whatever, and give them food and whatever. And when they accept all that, just to show thankfulness for having accepted their offering, they give one more offering. That is called dakshina. The giver is thankful here. Because it's not just taking something, they're giving back their mind. Taking away certain impressions or karma of the past from them. Non-acceptance or non-accumulation of objects or things by people is aparigraha. Parigraha is always receiving what this person will give, what so and so will give, what so and so. This is parigraha, receiving it. You can try this as an experiment, okay, for some days. For 1 month, don't accept anything from anybody. You will see, you'll feel a different way. I mean, in the world it's practically not possible. You cannot say, I want to accept any people. There are people who practice this to the extreme. Don't have to go to the extreme, but being aware of this fact is useful. These 5 are Mahavrata, the great rules, the great vows. To whatever extent you practice, that extent they yield these said results. Vipaksha badane pratipaksha bhavanam. Suppose your mind says, no, I don't care about these rules. I want to do what I want. If I want to be violent, I want to. Then what to do? Father teaches vipaksha vadana, pratipaksha vadana. Take the opposite side of it. Before mentioning this, he also mentions the niyamas. What are the niyamas? The 5 yamas, there are 5 niyamas. The niyamas are Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Svadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhanani niyama. Shaucha, purity, physical purity. Keep oneself clean. People who don't take bath for several days, just put on the perfume. This is no cleanliness. Water should run through this body, both inside and outside. You have to drink enough water and let water run through the system. Water is the greatest purifier for this physical body. Cleanliness in the atmosphere, in the environment. You know, if you are used to being unclean, you don't feel it that it's unclean. You can see that in third world countries, the slums, the people, they don't feel anything extraordinary. They feel it's all perfectly okay because they're so used to being so unclean. Cow dung there and this there and garbage around. It simply doesn't register in their consciousness. They get used to it. In the same way, you get used to being unclean, keeping your room unclean, yourself unclean. You know how it starts is, oh, I'll wear the same clothes tomorrow. Doesn't matter today if I don't wear it tomorrow. And then something or other, you are busy, keep yourself engaged. And 2, 3, 4 days you don't take bath and you don't notice how foul you are smelling, but somebody else gets so bothered by your being there. And worst thing is use perfume over it, so you don't even notice that smell. Bathing, keeping personal hygiene, very essential. Shaucha. And mind also clean. Antar shaucha, bhahyabhyantara shaucha. Outer cleanliness, inner cleanliness, mind being free from tensions. Santosha, contentment, happiness. Happiness again is an attitude. If you are used being unhappy in the best of situations, you will still grumble and be unhappy. Nothing can make you happy in the world. See what I'm saying? We did this exercise this morning, keeping a smile and breathing. And just enjoy your breath. Did you notice? See, when you are happy, what is happening? When you are smiling, what's happening? There is so much relaxation in the face, in the muscles of the face, in the head, everywhere. There is freedom, there is joy, there is relaxation. And if you train your muscles and your nerve system being unhappy, that same thing continues. The knots and stresses in your face, stiffness in your head, stiffness in your body, and you remain unhappy, irrespective of the situation surrounding, whatever. Santosha is a practice. Being happy is a practice. Unconditionally happy is a practice. Come what may, today I am going to smile. Anyway, everything is going to die. Everything is going to vanish and disappear. So what? Who cares? Let me be, at least be happy. Smile this moment. Enjoy my very breath, if not nothing. If somebody else is upset, something else is wrong, never mind. At least you can breathe happily. Nobody is going to hold your nose. You are free there. You sell your happiness for peanuts. You sell your smile for pence. I tell you, it's not worth. The entire world is not worth your smile. Even if you are made the king of or the emperor of the world, it's not worth giving away your smile. This is niyama, the rule, condition for yoga. One of the limbs, santosha, being happy. What is that there to be unhappy? Huh? You are losing millions of dollars. That's what makes you unhappy. So what, you are going to lose this body which is going to enjoy those millions of dollars. It has to have, so many people had millions of dollars, they all died. What you are unhappy about? Your friend leaving you? Your own body is going to desert you. Why you are so worried about your friend deserting you? Good, one thing gone, finished. Stage by sometimes people lose one by one things. Sometimes they lose everything together. This is the only choice. Either you lose everything at one time, or one by one you keep losing. So when you lose a friend, think, okay, I lost one. Anyway, body is going to be lost after some time. Doesn't matter. I'm in the second category, losing one by one. Isn't it? You're not going to die along with your friend. Or you're not going to take them to heaven, even if they don't want to come. Everyone has their own ticket, their own time, their own place booked. There you cannot say, I want to sit next to so and so. You cannot demand for your roommates there. Why not be happy now? Strength of your happiness is measured by the adverse situations you are in. If everything is smooth and you giving a big smile, is nothing. That smile is worth nothing. But if you could smile through any situation, through any event, so what? I keep a big smile. Let the world die and disappear. I am not going to sell my smile. I am not going to be unhappy. This strength in you, santosha. This is an attitude you develop. Again, another Mullah Nasruddin story. Mullah Nasruddin used to be grumbling all the time. He was a farmer. So he would grumble, oh, there are no rain. Like there was no rain in California for so many years. Oh, there is no rain and no crops are coming and it's so difficult, and he was grumbling. And that year there was very good rainfall and he had great crops in his field. When people thought Nasruddin, this year he will not grumble, yes, because his crops have come so nice, so good, and so well. There's no problem, they say, he must be at least happy. So people went to greet him. Oh Mullah, how are you? And it seemed to be doing very good, lots of crops, your field is simply so flourishing and so attractive. The Mullah had the same long face. He said, yes, I have so much work to do now. All these years I didn't have to do anything, there was no crops. But now so much crops and I have to do this and go to market, sell them, it's a big headache. Still grumbling. Whether there was crop or not, your grumbling continues. Same way in your life, you are unhappy about things you have, you are unhappy about things you don't have. Isn't it? See, someone who doesn't have a car is unhappy because he doesn't have a car. Someone who has a car is unhappy because he has to maintain that car and such a big headache. Pay the tax and do this and I may get a ticket and this. Oh, so many. I would simply take a public transport and go before now. Do the servicing to this car and then I go out, keep it somewhere, the battery goes down, do something about it. 101 thing about it. Santosha, develop the habit of being happy. You have to do it. Nothing else can give you that. Nobody else can do it. Anybody else, anything else does it, it will only be very temporary. You take a step. Santosha is my rule. Cleanliness and happiness. Tapa. Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana. This we have described. A little tapas, endurance, patience.
Keep the eyes closed. In the mind, you revise what Gurudev said. What are the things that you will take home? What are the things you will practice? And slowly, when you feel like, you may open your eyes. And you can also on your cameras. So I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay? So Gurudev started with comparing seed and human mind, human consciousness. He said, seed has the potential to blossom. So does human mind and consciousness. Correct? When blossomed, it becomes viveka, discrimination. It gives you freedom. Huh? We have freedom because we have viveka, the knowledge of consequences. But how? By practicing the 8 limbs of yoga. Then purities are eliminated. Viveka shines forth, and you blossom. What are the 8 limbs? Yama, the rules to follow in the society. Correct? Niyama, the rules for oneself. Asanas, we all know. Pranayam, we all know. Pratyahara is to come in, the meditation we used to do, come in. The bridge between the outer world and the inner world is Pratyahara. Dhyan, Dharna, Samadhi. Okay, then Gurudev spoke about Yama, social norms or social rules that we should follow. Ahimsa, non-violence. Okay, before this, these are the 5 yamas are the biggest oath one can take. Ahimsa, non-violence; Satya, truthfulness; Astheya, non-stealing; Brahmacharya, moving in the infinity or moving in the bigger mind, big mind. Jai Gurudev we say na. Aparigraha, non-accumulation, not to hoard things. Okay, and these are greatest oath because anybody, everybody can take it anytime. There is nothing like a this time it is fine if you don't follow these rules. No, these rules are supposed to be followed every time, by everyone. No one is here exception, and no time is also exception. Okay, firstly, ahimsa, non-violence. Gurudev says violence comes out of lack of viveka, due to frustration. When a question comes to you, and if I don't answer that question, that question ferments into anger and then frustration, and then violence comes. Okay, not you means anybody. Okay, then the surrounding also catches up with that. But what happens when you follow non-violence, ahimsa? Then you drop the intention of violence. When you drop the intention of violence, then everybody around you will drop the intention of violence. Gurudev gave example of Mahavir, that 20 kilometers around him, even the thorn will not prick anyone. So like that. And then is Satya, truthfulness. Truthfulness is to be right now, to be in the right now. What is? Huh? What is to be with the unchanging, like we do no, we go in the drishta, the one who is seeing. If you stay with that, you stay with the truth, then that is Satya. Truthfulness, then what happens? It becomes more fruitful and what sincerity. Okay, the fruit will follow your action, if you are truthful. Satya. And there is no strength in lying, because Satyamev Jayate, the truth will alone triumph. Okay. Astheya, non-stealing, not to steal anything. What will happen? It will eliminate jealousy. So, and all the wealth will come to you. Astheya, so non-stealing, like in India we say, if somebody is eating good food and someone is looking at them, then somebody says, "Arey, nazar mat laga." It's like don't give a bad eye to that person. Don't steal. Don't think that, oh, I also want that good food. Don't think I also want that good clothes or whatever. So astheya, where is it? Astheya, non-stealing. What will happen if you don't drop the intention to steal? You'll become lucky. You'll become whatever you want will come. So that is for non-hoarding, right? Aparigraha. Here Gurudev says it will eliminate it will eliminate jealousy and all the wealth will come to you. Okay. Wealth means what? Everything, even skills, good singing, good dancing, guitar playing, or good at work, all this will come. Okay. Not only money, wealth, all the wealth. Okay. A good relationship. Then comes brahmacharya, celibacy. It's generally known as celibacy, but Gurudev says moving in the infinity. When you move like a fire, when you move like a glow of light, a consciousness, then automatically you will not fall into small things. When you see yourself as light, you will be able to see everyone as light and not object of pleasure. You see, if you see yourself as light, as more than body, or you don't look at yourself as body, then you will not look at people as body. Then that you won't look at them as an object of pleasure. So brahmacharya brings what? Vigor, valor, strength, unbelievable vigor, unbelievable strength, unbelievable valor. So much it will give. Moving in the big mind. And what if obsessed about sex? This is the other side. What if you are not brahmacharya and you are obsessed about sex? Then you are non-attractive, no strength, no commitment, nothing good comes out of you. Only storms of negativity is inside you. There is weakest mind, Gurudev said. And then comes everything, jealousy and everything, that storms of negativity. You won't even able to enjoy the nature in nature walk. But brahmacharya is the great strength comes to you, valor, vigor. It's following, it's not like even a married couple can keep walk into brahmacharya. It's not like you need to be single or something like that. Brahmacharya is like to see the opposite person as not object of pleasure. The moment you do that, then it's brahmacharya. Then you are in the big mind. Then you are in the flow of nature. Okay. Do not accumulate. The best example is when the okay, maybe later I'll give. Okay, do not accumulate. Then what will happen? Knowledge of previous birth will come. No hoarding, Gurudev means. Then knowledge of previous birth will come. different species, knowledge of different species will come, communication will improve. Huh? See, when you want more and more and more, then fear comes. Huh? Doesn't know the eternal value of life. Those who hold, have the confidence and the ability. Have the confidence in your ability that doesn't matter. Even I lose everything today, even then I will have the ability to earn my bread. Gandhiji used to earn every day his daily wage. That's gave him strength, gave him confidence. Okay, what you give, you gain more. So Gurudev here says, when you accumulate, don't accumulate, give it. Whatever you this is a Chinese proverb. Gurudev says, whatever you give, you gain more, and whatever you hold on to, you lose. Okay. Ha. When you are unhappy, give something. And the giver should be thankful. And that is called Dakshina. So that's why I keep saying, work on Guru Dakshina, bring registration. That is the biggest giving. And this, when you do this biggest gifting someone Sudarshan Kriya is the biggest gift. And if you do that, then to what can I say? Big blessings come to you. That a lot of happiness will come to you. Good vibes. Gurudev said, Gurudev used this word, good vibes comes to you. Amazing good vibes will come to you. Bring people in Sudarshan Kriya. Okay, it's happening on 22nd evening, 6 to 8, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Donation is 2000 rupees. Start working on Guru Dakshina. Okay. See, Gurudev says, whatever you will whatever extent you'll work on this yamas and niyamas and 8 limbs, to that extent you'll reap the benefits. To that extent you'll get the benefit. Huh? Then Gurudev spoke about niyamas, personal rules. First is swacha, cleanliness in the body and in the mind. Second is santosha, contentment, being happy. Gurudev said, being happy is an attitude. That attitude brings freedom, joy, relaxation, irrespective of the solution, irrespective of the situation. Be happy. The worst the situation and you are still happy shows the strength. Your commitment to santosha. Like one of the Gujarati teachers, very senior teacher named Jignesh, when he started into art of living, if anybody used to ask, how are you? He would always reply, Santosh me, in contentment, happy. Not I am fine, I am doing good. No, in Santosh, Santosh me, Santosh. So start at least saying it. Very soon it will become your attitude. So what? Whatever situation comes, so what? Be happy. The whole world's wealth is not worth your smile. So don't lose the smile. So if any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay. There will be a session tomorrow also, and then there will be a question answer thing. Hello. किसी को कोई सवाल होगा पूछ सकते हैं. If there are any questions, you can ask. Acha? When you ask questions, then I know you are contemplating on it, you are thinking on it, you are trying to go deeper in that knowledge. Also very important. Few rules, I should have said it before only. Maybe later. First, let's ask questions. Any questions? Anyone? Tomorrow there is one more session. Maybe after that there is a Q&A with Gurudev. I think there are 2-3 videos, small videos where Gurudev is answering about Patanjali. We'll listen to this day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is still 8 limbs. 8 limbs. The 8 limbs are not steps. They are like a stool has 4 legs. If you pull one leg, all other legs come like that. Okay. Any questions? Jai Gurudev Manjiri Di. Okay. I think people are going.
Jai Gurudev.
It
Sorry,
was a long
my
video.
phone camera is not working. Jai Gurudev
Ha
Gautam
ha,
ji.
no problem, no problem. Jai Gurudev,
Very
so good to
nicely,
see you.
very nicely explained. Thank you so much.
Are most welcome. Thank you so much. Okay. I'll only say, uh, see, never use knowledge as a shield. Okay, knowledge is not there for you to manipulate and use it as a shield. Okay, always remember that. Huh? Like in that movie, Paresh Rawal slaps someone and then say, I'm not slapping, I'm not slapping, God is slapping, God is slapping. No, when you do something wrong, don't bring knowledge in between and to defend yourself. Do not use knowledge as a shield. Okay, one, that is the thing. Second, only and only if you are cursed to be a teacher, actually being a teacher is a blessing, only then you go to teach. Okay, otherwise you teach by practicing it on yourself. You're getting the difference. Don't go and teach somebody Patanjali. You put it in your life. Then because you are ahimsa, because you are non-violent, everybody will drop their weapons. Everybody will drop their intention of violence. So then you'll become a legend. Don't become a teacher, become a legend. How to become a legend? By applying the knowledge, by practicing the knowledge, practicing and dispassion, abhyasa and vairagya. And one more thing, never become teacher's teacher. That is the biggest losing thing. Very because the moment you become a teacher, first, that means you stopped being a student. Huh? The moment you start teaching, that means you stopped being a student. So that is a very big loss. And even bigger loss than that is when you go and try to teach a teacher. Why? Because now, first of all, you are not a student. Second, you are teaching a teacher. Then that teacher is also not your teacher, because now you will not learn from that person. You will not understand anything what he is saying. In English, they say, na, to stand under. To stand under. Only then you understand. You understand when you stand under. The moment you stand above and try to teach the teacher, then you are gone. So in West, they say stand under the teacher. In India, we say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara. We lift the Guru to the God's level. You're understanding what I'm saying, right? So always remember that. Hmm. Very important. We always, whenever Gurudev is sitting, we always sit below that. If there is amphitheater and everything, it's understood. But mentally, we are always look ourselves always below. The bigger the distance, the more knowledge will flow. The more knowledge will come. So never look at teachers also as humans. They are only instruments of Gurudev. Okay. Come for the satsang 8:30 p.m. in the evening. Everybody most welcome for the satsang 8:30 p.m. Same link. Okay. Jai Gurudev. Bye bye. Tomorrow we'll meet. Till then, work on Guru Dakshina. Jai Gurudev.